Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to this new video about Stellar or XLM. Wanted to make a new video. It's been a while since I covered XLM. I know quite a lot of you are interested in this, and I have also covered this very extensively during well, I gotta say November, December last year. So that's already a couple of months ago, but it still feels relatively recent. I still remember those golden days of the crypto market very, very well. But no, so wanted to do an update on the current situation. I personally do keep an eye on XLM. It's a very tradable coin, actually. I mean, the volume is always pretty decent. There's always a solid community around it. Yeah, volume right now is also $167 million, which obviously, if you compare that to the volume we had during the heyday in November, we had volume of $11 billion. So it's nothing compared to that, but still good volume in essence. But yeah, so we're going to do a full update here. Technically, fundamentally, there's not much that we need to talk about. Obviously, Stellar is very correlated to XRP, even though that correlation has started to disappear slightly, and that's very, I mean, if you like, this is the daily time frame, right? So we're very zoomed out, which I wanted to start out very zoomed out, and then we'll go to the 4-hour time frame and we'll zoom in a bit and we'll see what's possible. But if you compare the daily time frame chart to the daily time frame chart of XRP, XLM has been much weaker, which is a shame. But ultimately, XLM, I do think there's reason for hope, and there's multiple reasons for that. First of all, I quite like the support we have. The main support we have is down from the current price. It's around 25 cents, right? So it's between, let's say, 26 and 24 cents. It's a bit of a broad level, of course, then, but that is, as you can see historically as well, where quite a lot of the liquidity is, which you can see down here, and there's also technically a lot of respect to that level, outside of 25 cents obviously being a psychological support level. So that's the main support level, and ultimately I do think it's most likely we'll pull back into that. There's not much relative strength for XLM. We hit a significant resistance level here towards 30 cents. We front ran 30 cents. So usually when a major resistance level is front ran like that, that's already a bearish indication. That's a bit of an indication that sellers want to get out of their positions rather earlier than later, of course. And then outside of that, you know, Bitcoin has been relatively strong still over the last week, but the Bitcoin dominance has been very strong as well, right? So a lot of altcoins right now are not doing much. You can see if you take a look at others, which is the altcoin index, you can see that's at a major resistance level as well. So short term, going to the 4-hour time frame, like we have a bit of an imbalance right here at 28.5. And I do think we can still see a move into that imbalance, potentially even 29, potentially even 30 cents. But I don't think it would lead to anything. We already saw a decline in momentum for XLM basically since last week Thursday, where you can see the volume has started to decline. And the open interest, same thing. RSI, same thing. So bearish divergences across the board. So I'd say a move up here would just be a liquidation spike. And I think it's more likely that we will move towards our main support level, which is also, like I said, also indicated by the altcoin index. But we also still have an imbalance there. Right here towards 25.5 and 25 cents. So I'd say it's most likely we'll do something like this. Now, I do think 25 cents as a support will hold. We might spike down below that. That is something you should be aware of. I mean, there's still fundamentally a lot of uncertainty in the world and a lot of things that can happen. So something like this, possible, but ultimately I think that support level will hold, and I think we will also be able to form a new uptrend from there. But that's now we're talking relatively far down the line, right? So that's not relevant for now yet, but that is what I think you need to know right now. All right, so if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, have a great day, have a great weekend in advance. Take care and bye.